Hi, darlings. Welcome to my home. This is the super sexy and super fabulous Soraya Sobreidad. I'm talking to all of you the day after the second set of primaries. Now, you know, Soraya Sobreidad, me, I'm just so into politics. Politics. But I'm talking about politics. And, you know, yesterday was the second set of primaries. And I wanted to do a little video just to kind of show my support and kind of just talk about like my feelings about what happened with the primaries and the two men that won yesterday, the Democrats that won. I have the daily news because I'm a very informed diva, darling. And, you know, some of you have seen me on the New York News One video contest, and I submitted my video, you know, darling, and you know, all that good stuff. So, you know, I love Inside City Hall and Road to City Hall and all that good stuff. And I'm just really into the New York political scene. I just think it's really important for all of us to be really aware of what's going on politically, what's going on in the news, what's going on in New York, especially at this particular time with the political climate. Well, not the political climate, that too, but the economic climate being the way it is. I mean, just the situation here in New York, you know, I mean, but I've always liked the politics here in New York, and I've always loved New York News One, and I'm plugging New York News One a lot today. But really, I wanted to do a little segment to talk about the two men that won yesterday, and I'm gonna start with John Liu, and I just want to talk about him. I really think he's so cool, you know. First of all, I think he's very attractive. I think he's a little cutie. He's got a nice face, but his demeanor is so cool. You know, he seems like a really down-to-earth guy. And when they had the debate on New York News One, I think there was a question about do any of them have hired help, like a housekeeper? And he was the only one, honey, that did not have a housekeeper. Okay, so he's down to earth. Okay, he's like me, honey. I don't have a housekeeper. You know, I don't have anybody doing my makeup for me. I don't have anybody dressing me. I mean, honey, I have to go out and get the bacon, fry the bacon, clean the frying pan up, you know, do the laundry. So, honey, I related. He seemed like a down-to-earth guy. And that whole thing about him working in a sweatshop or not and his mom denying it, I thought that was just so tacky. I don't know why that happened or how that happened, where his mom denied it. But they were making such an issue about that. That was nothing. But I really liked him. I really like him. His character, his persona, he really just came through as someone who really cares about New York. And I'm so glad he won. I voted for him, of course, darling. And last night when I was watching New York News One, I was like, yes, honey, he won. John Liu won, honey. Hello, honey, he won, honey. I'm so happy. But he's a cutie. Let's just talk about him for a little bit. I think there's an element of marketing in everything. Look at me, darling. I mean, I wouldn't be the fabulous diva if I didn't take care of myself and look attractive and look fabulous and, you know, look diva. Hello, you know. It helps, you know, packaging helps. And it helps for marketing. And I think with John Liu, you know, he's a really cute guy. And he's a nice guy. And I really felt his commitment. So I'm so glad he won. And Bill DeBlasio, honey. Honey, that man is a freaking giant. See how tall he is? He's a hunk. They're both hunks in their own way. But Bill DeBlasio, honey, he can Blasio me anytime, honey. Hello, I know he's a married man, honey. He's got a fierce little wife of color. He's got a lovely little family. He's got a beautiful family. I think it's so cute and so fabulous that we have voted. And I, Soraya Sobreidad, super sexy, super fabulous, super desirable. Soraya Sobreidad voted for, you know, this man who's a hunk, number one, and who has this, you know, woman of color and this lovely little brown family. I think it's just so cute. And I'm so glad New Yorkers are open to interracial and a politician who's in an interracial marriage. I think it's fabulous. So DeBlasio and Liu win and low vote them race. Now, so I'm glad Bill DeBlasio won. And that was something, and you know, and back in the day I used to really dig Mark Green. You know, I really dug him. Back like 8 years ago, I really dug Mark Green. And I'm sorry, Mark Green, but it's over. It's over, honey. Like, you know, there's going to come a time where I'm going to have to pass my crown and my banner over to some other diva. And she'll probably be younger than me. And when that day comes, you know, hey, you know, I'll have to move aside and let some younger queen, you know, take over, or, you know, reign as the new fabulous diva, honey. Hello. But, you know, Mark, I think you did a great thing for the city for a long period of time, and it was time for you to move on, darling. And I thought there was a time, too, that Mark Green was such a hunk. But he's aged. We all age. I mean, look, I've aged, but, you know, you can't really tell. But, you know, I just love, you know, I don't love Bill DeBlasio because I don't know him, but he's another one that his demeanor is, besides the fact that he's a super hunk, honey, he's a giant. He's so tall. Like, ooh, child, honey. Woo, honey. And then John Lewis is a cute little thing, like a Subaru, compact, economical. You know, it's what you need. You know, it's just John Lewis, just what you need. You know, cute little, humble, hardworking, and Bill DeBlasio, honey, fierce, honey, fierce. I'm so glad both of them won. Now, Green, like I mentioned, Green, and Yaski, I wasn't feeling Yaski at all. Yaski was to the curb from get-go, honey, child, please. He was doing nothing for me. There was no marketing, no packaging there. And when he talked, nothing. I mean, nothing. He didn't grab me at all, honey. And you know, us special people like me, you know, we're out there and we vote. You know, we count, you know. And so that's my little take on what was going on with the hunk Bill DeBlasio and that cute little Asian child. And isn't that fierce that I was gonna say loud, you know, but that we're open to this is the first Asian, you know, that you know, he's running, and I'm sure they're gonna win next, you know, the next, what is it, next week that we vote again. I'm not sure, but I just wanted to say that I'm glad that both of them won. I would like to say also that I think it's a good idea that we try a different way to do like the second set of primaries. I think that was really a waste of time and money. That maybe people can do it by phone, or do it online, or some other way. We didn't have to spend all the money on the manpower to have these just to real, you know, to vote again for these two individuals, you know, for, you know, Green and Bill DeBlasio versus Yaski and John Liu. I just thought that was like a really waste of time, but I got up early and I voted. So anyway, this is Soraya Sobreidad saying goodbye to all of you, and I hope you enjoyed this little political segment, and I'll talk to you guys really soon. And just a little plug, I'll be performing at Club Atlantis this Sunday. I'm doing my Como la Flor song because, you know, a couple of my friends are heartbroken right now, so I'm gonna channel that heartbrokenness through a performance of my own version of Como la Flor, where I'll be singing and singing live and being fierce. Club Atlantis is in Jackson Heights, Queens. So darling, thank you. Talk to you soon. Bye.